Hi everybody, welcome to day, I believe, 19 of the YouTube games. Excuse me. I didn't read anything yesterday, so I didn't do a vlog. But today, I already finished a book. I'm still debating. Right now, I gave it a 3 on Goodreads, but I'm thinking about... Well, I'll probably keep it a 3 on Goodreads, but it's more like a 2.5. But of course, you can't give 2.5s on Goodreads. It's definitely a book that I'm not going to keep, so, but it's a book that was very hard-hitting, though. It's just, there was a lot of things, and I'll do a review of it before I get rid of the book, but there's a lot of things in the book that, like, there are certain things that I just, like, for instance, just from the title, you could tell that it's about a tree that's special and a boy that's special. And just say I wish they would have went into more detail why the tree, was so tied, and why the boy was so tied to the tree, why they were tied together so much. So, that's one of my gripes. And then another is something that happened. It didn't bother me that it happened. It's another thing that has to do with the tree, and I just don't get it. Look, a lot of my problems is I don't think that they gave you enough about what was happening and stuff. Like, you kind of like felt disconnected a little bit because you didn't understand some of the stuff, like I said, like with the tree. But yeah, I'll go into it in more detail when I do my review, because it'll be spoilery, of course. But yeah, it just, and I know I talked about this a little bit. I don't remember if it was in a vlog or what, but I know I mentioned it. That I was reading it for, TJ Reads the Stars. He's doing a, like I mentioned before, he's doing a what's it called? He's doing a, book club. That's what it's called. And this was his first pick for March, so I picked it up because I wanted to read it for that reason. So, yeah. There's just too many things that drove me nuts in the book to give it too high of a score. My favorite thing about the book was the boy, Eddie. Yeah. My favorite part has to do with him. And if I thought I was gonna, I probably would have tabbed it if I wouldn't, but I didn't want to tab it in case, for this very reason, in case I didn't want to keep it. I mean, I've tabbed books before and then wound up getting rid of them, but this one, I didn't want to do that. But there's a lot of things that, like I said, I'll go through on in my spoilers. But I think I was like on 71 or something like that today before I started reading. And I'll tell you in a minute, because I know what it was. Yeah, because I was getting ready to start chapter 10, which was on page 72. So I read from 72 to the end, which was 379 pages. So I read a little over 300 pages of this book today. But it was mostly because I just wanted to get the book done, which is another bad thing, not a good sign about the book. Is when you want to just go through the book to get it done because you can't handle it. Like the first 72 pages was like a chore to get through, a chore. And I didn't want to pick it up after the first 72 pages that I read, or 71 pages, whatever. And until I got to like 150, 200, it was still a chore. So The last half was probably my favorite half. Like the last probably 100, 125 pages was my favorite. But yeah, if Eddie wouldn't have been in here, I wouldn't have read it. It's the only thing that, like I said, that I really liked about the book. Regina was okay. The girl that he meets, that's his best friend that lives across from him, she was okay. I had some issues with her that I'll go into as well when I do a spoiler review. So the only way you'll be able to watch it, I mean, unless you've like read this book before, then you probably won't want to read and watch the actual review that will be up later sometime this week, probably after I think about it some more. You won't want to watch that unless you've read the book or you don't have any interest in reading the book. But basically, in case you didn't watch the video, it's about this boy that has, like I said, a connection with the tree. And like his mother left him, and he's with his grandma. And then stuff happens. He's basically like always in his room. Never gets to go anywhere. Besides when his grandma takes him to take a shower. And he's only allowed to take a shower once a week. Yeah. And so Regina moves in, and they become friends. But the tree is, like I said, is supposed to be special. I'll just read the ending here, the end of what it says. But growing up isn't that simple for either of them, and Eddie has a secret. The garden tree that's slowly creeping in through his window is no ordinary tree. But then again, Eddie is no ordinary boy. He's special. That's what it says. And then at the front it says, there's a world outside the window. But there's Eddie and there's Regina talking to each other, or vice versa, I'm not really sure. Or it could be both him, I'm not sure. If it's supposed to be one's supposed to be her and one's supposed to be him. I'm pretty sure this one is the girl and this is him. But I'm not positive. And of course that's the tree. But yeah. It's just, I don't know. The book was just, it's hard to explain without going into reviews. I mean, not reviews, spoilers, sorry. So yeah, I will definitely do a spoiler review. Like I said, sometime this week once I think more through and decide if I'm actually going to keep it at a 3-star on Goodreads, because that's what I gave it on Goodreads. But I might switch it down to a 2. I don't know yet. But yes, definitely not a book that I'm going to keep. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah. But I'm going to let you guys go for now. I am going to go take me a little nap and then a shower, and then we are going to go out for the day. So I will talk to you guys all later. Bye. So I don't have much of a reading update since I finished, what was it? T is for Tree. I did start reading some more in Ice Like Fire, which is the second book from Snow Like Ashes. I only read like about 15-20 pages more. I'm on like page, getting ready to go on to 275, which is about halfway done with the book, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Can't really tell you, excuse me, much about it since it's the second one in the series, and I don't want to, you know, give away spoilers in case you haven't read the first one or read this one, of course, yet. So yeah, but I got me as I told you guys, I think I told you guys earlier, we were going out. I can't remember if I told you or not, but anyways, we went out, so we went to the mall, so I got a couple of things. And I got this Harry Potter bookmark and pen. Let me show you the pen better. I don't know if you can see it that's the pen. And there's, like you said, the Harry Potter. And then I got a couple of books. I got the first one in, I don't know what the name of the series is, but the first one's called Frostblood. But it says, the first in an exhilarating series about a world where flame and ice are mortal enemies, but together create a power that could change everything. It says 17-year-old Ruby is a fireblood who has concealed her powers of heat and flame from the cruel Frostblood ruling class her entire life. Yeah. But when her mother is killed trying to protect her and the rebel Frostbloods demand her help to overthrow their bloodthirsty king, she agrees to come out of hiding, desperate for revenge. Despite her unpredictable abilities, Ruby trains with the rebels and the infuriating yet irresistible Arcus, A-R-C-U-S, who seems to think of her as nothing more than a weapon. But before they can take action, Ruby is captured and forced to compete in the King's tournament that pit fire-blood prisoners against Frostblood champions. Now she has one chance to destroy the Manacle, something like that, ruler who has taken everything from her and from the icy young man she has come to love. So, I think I read this before on my ebook, but I can't remember. But I'm almost positive I did. So it really looks good. But I know if I read this one, I haven't read any of the other ones. But I just can't remember. I'm sure I have read it though. But it really looks good. And then the other one is The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nelson, something like that. I like it. It's pretty. This one is called The Ascendance Trilogy. And this one does have a map. And you know me, I love maps. And it says, 4 boys, 1 treacherous plan, entire kingdom to fall. In a faraway land, civil war is brewing. To unify the kingdom's divided people, a nobleman named Connor devises a cunning plan to place an impersonation of the king's long-lost son on the throne. 4 orphans are forced to compete for the role, including a defiant and clever boy named Sage. Sage knows Connor's motives are more than questionable, and he will certainly be killed. Wait a minute. I think I skipped something because that don't make sense. Point. Let's let me find it again. Sage knows Connor's motivations are questionable, yet his balances on a sword's point. He must be chosen to play the prince, or he will certainly be killed. As Sage moves from a run-down orphanage to Connor's scrumptious, something like that, palace, layer upon layer of duplicity and deceit unfold, until finally a truth is revealed that may very well prove more dangerous than all of the lies taken together. So Jennifer A. Nelson has woven a heart-racing tale taut with danger and bold adventure that will have readers clinging to the edge of their seats. That one definitely looks good. And it says, "The False Prince, choose to live or choose to die." So yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna read anymore. I'm still debating. If I do, I will let you know what I read. If not, then I'll come back on pretty soon and let you know exactly how many pages I read. But I'm gonna go and find me something to eat and then see how I'm feeling after I eat. So yeah, either way, I'll be back in a little bit to close out the vlog. I'll talk to you guys all later. Okay, everybody, so I'm just doing a wrap up for tonight. I wound up between reading Tea is for Tree and reading some of Ice Like Fire. I read a total of 371 pages today, which isn't bad considering yesterday I didn't read anything. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday I will be done with this one. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not really like tabbing it too much. It's a good book, don't get me wrong. I'm really enjoying it, but I just try not to like use the cover unless you know it's something that's really like I feel like is important to tab, or that's gonna help me remember certain things. Things like that. But yeah, that is it for tonight. I don't know if I'll be vlogging tomorrow or not, because usually I vlog every other day. So we'll see. And yeah, that's it. Let me know if you guys are participating, what you guys read today. Excuse me. What else was I going to say before I wrap up? That's it. Remember, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about subscribing to the channel. I really love to have you guys part of my team here. And yeah, if you do subscribe, remember to hit the bell icon so you know whenever a video of mine is being uploaded. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great night and a great week of reading, and I'll talk to you guys either tomorrow or Wednesday. Bye.